Alrighty, mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Let's see here. Mic check 1, 2. Let me click the live button here. There's that. There we go. What's going on? It's low audio. Yeah, I'm doing that right now. There's that. Well, it's up pretty good, up to about 88. So that's about as high as I can really get it. I'm peaked right there in the yellow. Let me check the. Yeah, that's all the way up. Let me go to my chat box. Let me click on that. Let me change my theme to old school. Nah, I don't like the old school one. Let's try clean. Yeah, I like that clean look. So let me lock that in. What is going on, people? What is happening? I'm early. I was hoping that hopefully just running some tests on this to make sure it's working okay. The computer will be going into the shop this time next month. I should be on the 12th. I'll be hopefully getting my new motherboard. So, well, I've got a surprise for the people who do super chats. If I've set it up correctly, you will see a look of the official cheek buster. Okay, that's all I can really say. That's if I've done it correctly. I've tested it. It said it worked okay. So if somebody feels free to donate even $1, you all may see the cheek buster at the top of the screen on the right-hand side. So I think I've done it correctly, but we'll have to wait and see. So, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, I'm doing okay. Shout out to everybody that's here in the chat right now. Like I said, this is just a I kind of planned this as kind of an offshoot. I didn't know how the stream was going to act, how it was going to go. So here I am. As bad as Battlestar Galactica is, I just can't do it. Okay, you know, I can't do Battlestar Galactica. I tried to watch it. It's straight up trash, and it is what it is. So, let's see here. Did I watch the video that was linked to you? I have not. No, I just got home like an hour and a half ago. So, you know, I just got home about an hour and a half ago. So, well, let's see if it works here. I see Mega Davo with the $2 holla. So let's see if we can get it going here. Alert box. Test widget. Test donation. So according to this, it's ready to go. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So if anything, I may have set it up wrong, but I got a screenshot of something, and I edited it so that that's what would show. So I've got the source done. I've got the tools done. Let's see here. There should be no delay. So hopefully it'll work. But shout out to Mega Davo for the $2 holla. So I appreciate it. So yeah, surprised it's not popped up there yet. Maybe I did it wrong. So, but when am I gonna play Star Citizen? Yeah, once it comes back, I have everything in there. So I'll be playing. I'll be getting on there and see what's going on with it. So oh, it's in the comment section of the last podcast. All right, yeah, I haven't gone back and listened yet. I'm still catching up on podcasts. I've got to catch up on. I was listening to. Shout out to the Roundtable. They had a Crap Gamer on there, and I was listening to that. That's a 3-hour podcast. I listened to about an hour and a half of that, and I still say you can rather hear you can't hear what. Oh well, everybody seems the audio seems to be working fine. So you're the one having issues with it. So, huh? Yeah, I got my default setting. I do not know why. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There's my default setting. So maybe that changed it. Let me double check that again. Alert, donations. Maybe I need to change that to super chat. Okay, maybe that's what I did wrong. Let me go to media. Let me go to change media. I'm trying to do this on the fly. Let me go to this weird looking pill thing. No, that's not it. Okay, it's asking me for a. So let me go to pictures. Let me go to that. So that should be. I hope it's. Go to submit. I don't know. I think I put the wrong thing in the wrong box. Okay, there's that. It's media gallery. Okay, done. Hold on, I thought I just had it. Okay, there's that. So let me hit done. So I don't know if it's working now or not. Let me go back one more time. So the default, let me go to edit. Name, yeah, donated that. Okay, I've done that. Okay, that's for donation. All right, I'll just have to keep working on it. I'm getting closer. Wait a minute, was it just up there? Did you all see it? Did you all just see the cheek buster up there? So, what's going on? Somebody put a 1 in there if you actually saw the cheek buster up there. So, I'm just kind of playing around with the tools here. I figured it would huh. So you all saw it. Okay, yeah. I just don't know why it should. You say super chat. It's like right now with default, it doesn't have anything up there. So none of that is working right now. So y'all saw it. So y'all saw what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I just don't know why it's not it's up there for donations. And it's not up there for, hold on, new variation. I thought the pencil looking thing was that, so let's trash that. Let's go to media. I'm gonna try it one more time, and I promise you I will come right back to the podcast. So it's almost like it's not. So I'm going to change media. I'm clicking on it. Okay, URL copy, done. Okay, that's there. Let me go to that. And now let's test it. I don't know how it's way too low. Everything here is turned. Okay, now everything is turned all the way up. Everything is turned all the way up. So, but I need to try to test this. So I'm going to test it. Donation. All right, so you all saw it. Oh yeah, all right. So that's working. So that I don't know why it didn't pop up. All right, so let me go back over here one more time. There's donations. It's up there. Okay, and let me go to super chat, and let me go to default. Let me go to. So that's the default setting. So hopefully it's working now. Hopefully it's working now. All right, so let me close that out. Let me close the picture. Let me close that. Okay. All right. So you all saw the cheek buster in the top right part. Okay, so all right, yeah, top right. So hopefully I don't know. Hopefully it'll start working right. I'm kind of trying to be a little more entertaining here. So let me see if I can change the video. Let's see how this works. So hit that like button, people. Let's get the show started. Come on now, let's go now. All right, so we got the PS5's SSD being praised again. Tomorrow is the Last of Us Part 2 State of Play. You all need to stand up for that because we are we're about 24 days away from that, give or take. Call of Duty World War II is free for June. I don't know if PlayStation's going to have anything else for June, but they haven't announced anything yet. Let's just put it like that. So they're moving in. They're really close in on June, and allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly, this the PlayStation magazine from the UK has leaked some type of major detail about PlayStation 5 possibly being announced in a few more weeks. Have to wait and see. But yeah, somebody said they downloaded Call of Duty World War II. Okay, yeah, I haven't played that game yet, so I need to go ahead and get on that. June is just a couple days away. I'm off the rest of the week according to my schedule, so I'll be able to hang out with you guys. I don't have to go back to work till the 31st. Is the way I've got it written down. But I got to look at it again just to make sure. Allegedly 35 PS5 games announced next month. We'll have to wait and see on that one. So I doubt it'll be 35 games. So most people still boycott. Who cares? I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm buying it. I can only speak for myself. So, I'm picking it up. So I can only count for me. I I do not care about the leaks because I haven't seen any. I filtered that. We're only 30 days out, give or take 20 plus days out. So that's fine. But So what is going on, people? I saw some good podcasts today. I saw what's up, Harry Tron. So, G-Ho, how are you doing? The state of place tomorrow. I don't know what time, Eastern time. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so I don't know what time. So, some reviewers are saying the leaks were wrong. Okay, fair enough. I'm not. That's fine. I mean, again, it's like I said, I've not seen the leaks, so I'm fine. So the audio setting is for me. It's actually too high. I've got it all the way up, almost at 85. So, but yeah, I'm still buying mine, and my store, my GameStop, should open on Friday. My hair salon is open now. I'm gonna go get my hair cut tomorrow. Thank God. So I'll be doing that. So I'm just in a good all around mood. But I need to. What time is the state of play tomorrow? Does anybody know what time it is? So, because I will be watching it. I'll probably want to give a shout out to Marlin Gaming Nation. The way he does his podcast, answering questions later on in the podcast, I think I'm going to try that format out for the next 3 or 4 days. Because once you have the topics, it's hard to answer the questions and then do the topics. Um, so so I'm going to go ahead and get with the topic. So apparently, the PS-5 SSD is being praised again. Um, so and basically, what the SSD is going to do is, and you look at the Microsoft SSD, and I'll talk about the Microsoft SSD real quick. How it's going to help me with my flight sim game that I'm getting from Microsoft. So if I plan a trip, because it's going to run through Azure Cloud. So if I plan a trip from LAX, okay, if I plan a trip from LAX to Las Vegas, all right, so it's going to, first thing Azure is going to allow me to do is it's going to allow me to load the, it will allow me to load, it's going to load up the most recent weather from that area. So whatever the weather is from LA to, for the sky, from LA to Las Vegas, that's going to be the weather that I get. That will be the weather that I get in the game. Again, it's run through the Azure cloud. So that will be the most up-to-date thing. Now, this data is being streamed into the game. The data is being streamed into the game. So what if I take off from LAX and I say, I don't want to go to Las Vegas. I'm going to change my flight plan and go to San Diego. Here's how this used to work. So you would take off from LAX, and it would have to, it being the game, they would have to render the LAX airport, because that's your point of departure, and it would render in the airport from for Las Vegas. But now they're not going to do that. When I turn to go to the San Diego airport, the SSD that the Microsoft console has, it's going to start loading up the San Diego airport, because that's my new point of destination. Okay, it's no reason for it to load the Las Vegas airport, because I'm not flying there anymore. I got a new point of destination. So now that I'm flying to a new destination, that the RAM is going to be freed up, so that now it can go do other things. It can be filled with more information. Now it's got to load up the information from LAX to San Diego. Do you see what I'm saying? And so their SSD does the same thing as the PlayStation one does. It doesn't do it as fast, but that's the way it's going to help me with the Azure engine, the cloud. So this is when they were talking about they'll be able to get data in and get it for you to use it just at that point in time. So that when you saw that demo, when you saw the demo for Crackdown 3, that demo was actually real. It's just they did not have the technology that they have now to get it to work. Now they could go back and redo Crackdown 3, and that's exactly what you would get or something close to it. Because, I mean, I'm not defending Crackdown 3. Like I said, my computer would not even load that game. Once I played it for like an hour and a half, My computer just it turned on me. It was like trash. You know, my computer said trash. You know, would not even load the file. Said file was corrupted. I didn't load it anymore. I deleted it. I reloaded it. The computer wouldn't even reload it. It loaded it like to 19%, and it just popped up trash. So my computer will not allow me to load trash. But that's the way these SSDs are going to work. They're just going to stream in the data that you need at that point in time. I didn't think it was possible. And it's science fiction to me because it's like they're anticipating what you're going to do. So if you're in a room and there's a bed and there's a TV and there's a window and you're going to go to the bathroom, your character goes to the bathroom or goes to the kitchen, none of that's going to be rendered until you start moving that way, and then it's going to just push it in and be there in time. To me, it's science fiction, but that's what SSDs do. You've had another developer come out saying that it is going to allow them to design bigger, more intense worlds. You'll be able to do more within those worlds. So again, that's reality, people. And I said it this evening on Twitter. Since Sony has the biggest, baddest SSD out there, they got the most powerful console because they have the most powerful SSD. And yes, they're used for storage and stuff like that, but they're also used to help stream data. That's why when I looked at the recommendations for the Microsoft Flight Sim game, it highly recommended an SSD. It's not that it can't play off of a hard drive. It recommends an SSD. It recommends something called 32 gigabytes of RAM. It recommends these things. So I'm going to be playing the game, but I only have like 24 gigs of RAM. But it's like all my flight sim games. I'm going to get track IR. I got to get more RAM. I'm going to get a better HOTAS for the game. So I'm going full bore in on my flight sim game. So that's primarily what I'll be gaming on PC with. Now I'll still be doing other stuff too because I'll be playing at 1080p ultra, 60 frames and higher. I'm gonna love it. So what's going on, Jay Swoles, John Taku Game 3, Grudia Legends, Impatient Fire. So you got my Infinity Gauntlet. Well, the only thing I'm missing now is my motherboard, which nobody can buy. That motherboard I'm looking to buy is not available until next month. But I do appreciate it. Anybody who wants to donate, that's where the money will go. And you'll get to see the cheek buster. Hopefully, if it's acting right, you'll see the cheek buster. And that's the way it's going to be. What's up, Sick Humor TV? Sick Humor. If you want to hear somebody get their cheeks busted, listen to friggin' K Mega. I didn't think black men were that stupid, but either K Mega, and let me say this right now, either K Mega is acting like that or he's really that dumb. And I really hope it's the former. It can't be the latter. Nobody's that stupid. Okay, that is Kunta Kinte stupid. I mean, that is stupid. So, I mean, but if you want to hear somebody getting their cheeks busted, just go listen to K Mega on the round table. I think he was on there a couple days ago. I ain't never seen somebody like that. That was crazy. So, I mean, that was crazy. I was just shaking my head like, what the hell is he talking about? You know, it was just weird. It was like watching old people eat popcorn. I mean, it was that stupid. So, well, again, I think he's just playing a role. I think all those guys are just acting a certain way. See, one of the things, I was listening to Crap Gamers thing on there, and one of the things Crap Gamers said was that he was acting like Howard Stern. So the more people went in on him, the worse he acted. Now, I've seen this happening in real life because this TV show, Battlestar Galactica, is straight dog crap, okay? But that guy who wrote the show said the more people complained about the show, the worse he wanted to make the show because he was tired of people complaining about it. So it's kind of like, all right, do you see it play out in real life? It's like, man, this is trash. I mean, this is straight trash. So, so he just got his cheeks bruised. I mean, that's what it looks like. If you want to see it happening in real time, there you go. Let's go back and listen to that podcast. So that's straight trash coming out of his mouth. I can't believe it. It was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, either he didn't hear the question, or he just didn't. I'm like, all right, maybe he didn't understand the question, but they asked him the same question 3 times differently, and he gave him 3 different answers. I mean, it's just ridiculous, you know. Somebody said only Sony for hyping the Unreal 5 engine. Well, isn't Fortnite going to run on Unreal 5? I mean, isn't that one of the biggest games in the world, Fortnite? So, I'm just asking. I mean, I thought Fortnite was one of the biggest games in the world. So, and it's running on Unreal. So their engine, look, the Unreal Engine will run on the Xbox. Just the demo that we all saw won't work. It won't work. They would have to go in. They being Epic would have to go in, and the assets that the assets that the Xbox Series X has, they would deploy those assets. It has different assets than the PS5 does. It just does. I mean, to me, it's just not that big a deal. And the fact that it's been 2 weeks and these guys are still bitching about it, it really goes to show you how butthurt they are. So I saw it. I'm like, okay, it looks good. The character model didn't look anything special, but what was happening on that screen? I mean, there were people trying to say that when she squares through that rock formation, that was a loading screen. I'm like, no, that's the same thing that happens in Tomb Raider. It's the exact same thing that happens in Tomb Raider. And there's no loading screen in that. Same thing that Nathan Drake does. Same thing that friggin' your character from Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Origins does. I mean, it's the same motion. I mean, how many times have we seen that motion? So, again, Spartanax, I got no comment on the clown committee. Those guys are running around saying RDNA1, no VRS. I mean, it's misinformation is all that's going on over there. So, and it is what it is. I mean, that's just who they are. That's fine. So, so yeah. What's going on, White Booty Buster? So yeah, I'm just more. I mean, I'm not surprised by what K Mega was saying. I'm just kind of like either he's playing a role and he's acting like this, or he's really just dumb. And I'm like, well, nobody's this stupid. So I just think he's acting a certain way. Because I'm pretty sure nobody's that dumb. So what's up, Eric? How you doing? So what is going on? So also go listen to Scumcast from Saturday. That was a good podcast. Had a real good time. Everybody on that podcast is welcome to come to my podcast. You just can't come over here and start lying. I will not tolerate lies. I will bust your cheeks, but everybody's welcome. So okay, you all are in there. What's up? Yeah, y'all are in there talking about busting cheeks. So, State of Play, get a preview of The Last of Us Part 2 Wednesday. Oh, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch. Okay. All right, I can do 4 o'clock. My hair will be cut by then. Shout out to Sick Humor. Thank you. So, I'll be able to watch it, so I'm excited. So, I believe Kung Fu loosely translates to hard work or working hard. So, I've seen some of the recreation people have done from that tech demo using Dream. I know I have not, and I don't have a creative bone in my body, so that's why I didn't get Dreams. I still got to play Concrete Genie, I still don't know why they call it a concrete genie, but I want to find out. I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII, and after that, I'm going to play Code Vein. So I'm lined up with games. Also, shout out to EA. They did. EA expanded their relationship with the NFL, so looks like EA signing another contract for the Madden license. So shout out to them. So, but yeah, the Call of Duty World War II on PS Plus apparently is you can just go and download it and start playing. Shout out to the people who haven't played that game like me. I need to go ahead and get in front of that game. It apparently is running at 60 frames a second. So, and also I want to give a big shout out to the platform podcast. They're on Twitch again. They moved their podcast back to Twitch, and I also want to give another shout out to the Brat podcast. They had Paul from Red. I don't know if it's Red Gaming Tech or Red Tech Gaming. So he was on there, and he that was a good podcast as well. So EA just had to lock NFL rights up for another generation. Yeah, I figured that's what they were doing. So, but that's good. I mean, because I'm gonna use the Bengals, and that means I get to use Joe Burrow. So I'm pretty excited about that. You know, I am pretty excited about that. So, but Phil said the PS5 SSD is a gimmick. Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm not that's fine. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I'm just. To me, the SSD is part of what they're doing. And shout out to Moore's Law is dead. He said that everybody is going to have to go out and buy an SSD. If you have a computer, you're going to have to go buy a SSD. You can buy one for like $80 right now. And if I can afford an SSD, everybody can. That's all I can really say. Um, you know, I am PO, can't afford the O and the R. And if I can afford an SSD, it is what it is. No, I did not say that. Did I see a Door TV event today? He said theoretically the Series X GPUs puts it in between a 20. No, it fine. I mean, it doesn't, but fine. I mean, I don't. A 2080 can run Assassin's Creed Valhalla at over 60 frames a second. I'm sure. So it just, I mean, that's where I don't understand why people are, and I'm as big an AMD guy as you can get, but I don't understand why people keep taking AMD's products and comparing them to NVIDIA. That's not fair. So I just don't know what else to say anymore. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. If AMD has something like that DSLL technology that they can employ into the games, I think that'd be fantastic. I'll be excited about that. So, but apparently both the Xbox Series X, according to somebody that I talked to, who works in special effects, okay, he said that both of those consoles are like, it's an APU, but both of those consoles are like a souped up 2060. Just imagine a 2060 NVIDIA card that's souped up. That's what they both have done. Okay, Microsoft through much more compute units at the problems. They want the developers to use the compute units to solve the problems. Sony went in a different direction. That's all. That's it. That's the way I look at it. I do not console war on it anymore. If I've got an opportunity to possibly podcast with shout out to Marlin Gaming Nation, I'm saying possibly now. If I'm on the short list, yeah, there's no reason for me to come out here and lie to you. I also want to give a big shout out to all the new subs that have come on board over the last 2 weeks. So shout out to you guys for subbing. I appreciate your trust and all that. So yeah, so I appreciate you. I just want everybody to know that both men and women are subbed to the podcast. So he said he's an Xbox shield. But it doesn't matter what he is. The truth is the truth. Nobody has to be a shield or whatever. The developers who have their hands on the technology, they're loving the PS5. And so I'm just leaving it there. So what do I expect out of the PS5? I expect, excuse me, what Mark Cerny said. I expect what Jim Ryan said. I'm not taking it any further than that. I don't expect every game to be 60 frames a second. That's stupid. That is stupidity. I don't expect every game to be 4K native. So I just don't. I mean, that may not be the way the developers take advantage of the systems. So when I saw Yang Ye do a video saying there's no excuse for 30 FPS to be around next generation, that's his opinion. I saw people going in on him. If he thinks that, if that's his opinion, that's fine. I understand that 30 FPS ain't going nowhere. If I wanted to disappear, I'll just play on my PC. I don't play anything on PC at 30 frames a second. You know, it won't allow me to. So so yeah, I mean the DLSS is if they can take games that are 720p and make them 1080p and stuff like that, if they can actually do that with these consoles, fine. I mean that's what I'm waiting on anyway. Can they take some of these games that are checkerboarded or dynamic and run them up the ladder to a native resolution or bring them down a step? Imagine playing Horizon Zero Dawn at at the resolution that you just saw with that Unreal Engine. 1440p with 8K textures or 8K graphics, whatever they had on it. But it was still locked at 30 FPS. Are you going to hoot and holler and pull your hair out? I mean, if you do, that's fine, but I'm not going to do that because I understand the console is limited. You know, the people who have been going around telling you all that everything's going to be 4K and 60 frames a second, they have been lying to you. I don't know what else to say anymore at this point. They have been lying to you. So, I mean, Lisa Sue put on a friggin' strap on, and everybody, and that little 5'2" woman, she put a strap on, and everybody who's been saying RDNA won, she bent over the couch in a tweet a couple weeks ago. People should just go back and look at that tweet. So, what's up, Lincoln Clay? Oh, you already know Mass Effect. So, and hopefully the EA announcement, everybody keeps telling me they're going to remaster Mass Effect. Well, we're going to find out because the EA conference is in like 3 weeks. So you all better hope that you're right, or else your cheeks are going to get busted. You know, I'm just letting everybody know. So, so, but everything is theoretical. So Adore TV, he's not wrong. Everything is based on theory. So, I mean, if you don't know that there's a theory for time travel, there's a real theory for time travel, but it's all theoretical. So, so SSD with PS5 will be so fast, it will be seamless. We'll have to wait and see. Can we wait and see? Since Series X will still have pop-ins. See, I don't think it will. I don't think it will have pop-ins. So I'm interested to see how they marry like a game like Halo. How does that work? I don't know how that's going to work. So with the world's most powerful console, and then say somebody has an Xbox One S, how does that work? You know, so I'm interested in seeing it. I'm not here to say it can. I'm just interested to see how it works. Impatient Fire said that he's saying that White Zaddy's going to give it a 94 to 96. I assume you're talking about The Last of Us Part 2. Okay. I mean, I'm getting it. I don't care what the Metacritic score is. So, I do not see anything else. I don't see any more questions. So, but shout out to the one and only Ghost. What's happening to you with your brother? They're gonna have pop in with 10 gigabytes clocked at 560. Well, again, I don't think they will. Okay, I don't think they will. So But that isn't the 10 gigabytes, isn't that the slower? Which one's faster, the 10? I forgot which one. They got like they broke theirs into like two different things. I had it written down. What did I do with it? I may have gotten rid of it. That's not there. Here it is. Let's see here. I didn't write down the 10 thing. They got 4.8 gigabytes per second to get the compressed. Now look, that the 4.8 is theoretical based on the fact that if the data is already ready, it's going to go at 4.8. If it's not, it may be slower. I mean, that's my understanding of it, but I could be wrong. But it's all theoretical. It just depends on what state the data's in before they get it. It's like having a cheeseburger that's pre-cooked or something. So you think Series X will have pop-in? Why do you think Series X will have pop-in? You know, why? What is why do you think it will have pop-in? They have pop-in in their State of Decay demo. All right, that was this generation. Why do you think they're going to have pop-in next generation? It's not fast enough to completely eliminate pop-in. Okay, I mean I don't. That's fine. I mean that's fine. I'm not here to argue with you. Just you know, I would have thought it would be because that's still a very fast SSD. Their SSD is still pretty high end. So that demo was loading on the Series X. The demo does not work on Series X. Series X would have to get another demo. So oh yeah, they're gonna say it's downgraded. You all might as well get ready for that. You all just brace yourselves. Just what you have to do, however, is just stop replying to it. Okay, it's just stop replying to it. So because you know they're gonna say it. So you know it's just it's like a woman complaining when I don't want to pay for dinner. You know, you already know I don't want to pay for dinner. Why are you complaining about it? You know, so. Um, But yeah, you all better brace yourselves for that. That's gonna happen. That's what we're dealing with. Um, should PlayStation's first-party game engines be expected to look and run better than Epic's demo? Um, Again, I would expect them to run better because they're first-party engines. Now that to me is what I would put into a realistic expectation. It's like going to see a Star Wars movie and you expect to see some lightsaber combat. Okay, it's just expected. So yeah, I expect Gorilla's Decima engine to run better than the Unreal engine. Um, but that's maybe not that much better. Maybe not that much better. But yeah, I mean, again, I understand now that something that's 1080p with ultra graphic settings looks better than something at 4K with mid to low graphic settings, and you won't understand that until you actually physically see it. It's like Morpheus told Neo, "Well, I can tell you all about the Matrix, but you actually have to see it." So I can talk to you about this all day, Neo. You actually have to see it. So. What do you think about Sony having Silent Hills? I think that is rampant speculation, and the people who are pushing that better hope it's true because I'll bust their cheeks. Okay? There's just I mean again, I don't mind some speculation, but when you're talking about intellectual property being exclusive, that's a big one. And so I hope the people, like I said, their egos are writing a bunch of checks that their bodies might not be able to cash. I mean, bottom line is that's why I don't speculate on who is getting what games. All right. I thought, and maybe you all can correct me here. Doesn't Microsoft have the exclusive rights to the Assassin's Creed game? Because if they have exclusive rights, why the hell is that on the PlayStation cover magazine for the UK? They have a huge spread on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So that's spooky right there. I'm not look. I'm asking. I'm not implying. I am asking. So I don't want to hear people in the comment section saying that I said that Sony had some type of rights. I thought Microsoft had rights, and if they did, Sony should not have a magazine with that game on the cover. They should not. If you got rights, that's like no, you're not putting media out for this at all. So you know, you believe Xbox SSD was prioritizing texture? It is. It does. I mean, it does. It actually loads textures faster than the PlayStation. So it's like, it's like they sent in a SEAL team to do this, and Sony has the 82nd Airborne. So Sony is going to be able to do a lot more, but the SEAL team is trained to do one thing. So, but yeah. So Dan is right, or Dan, is it Dan or Dan's Dan? Yeah, Dan. That's correct. So they have advertising rights, not exclusive rights. Well, if they have advertising rights, then they should not. Sony should not have that game on the cover of their magazine. So, that's all I can say. Texture loading and asset loading is two different things. Yeah, now I'm not saying that, look, the Sony thing, the Sony console is still, their SSD it still accesses and loads faster. But yeah, they Microsoft's biggest hurdle was loading textures. They have thrown a bunch of compute units and a bunch of 12 T flops for the developers to help solve that problem. They have to give them the tools to do it. You dig? That's all I'm saying. Sony went hyperdrive. They got the Enterprise D, so they knew what they were doing when they built that SSD. Again, and Sony is going to move games to PC simply because they're going to sell their SSD proprietary, and they're going to say, if you want to play this game that's coming from Sony's first party studio, you need to buy our SSD in order to play it at the optimum level. And that's going to piss off a lot of PC people. But the PlayStation 5 is Lisa Su and Mark Cerny's revenge for what happened to the cell processor. People got to really understand that this console is going to be used as a Trojan horse to just destroy what the PC community did to the cell processor when Sony tried to market the cell processor proprietary, and the computer people totally froze them out. Now they've made an SSD that's better than anything on market. So, and it's, again, I've said this before, and if you go back and you listen to AMD's Checkmate, you will find out just how much hands-on Lisa Su had on with the PlayStation 3. That was her baby. And it pretty much, Sony had to save it. So Lisa Su she wants revenge, and she's going to get it. She's already destroyed Intel. She's about to destroy NVIDIA with this big Navi, and then she's going to go ahead and take on the Samsungs and SanDisk, all these people that make SSDs. So yeah, that's what they're going to say. I guarantee it. They're going to say, we're going to start putting some games on PC. And in order for you to play these games at the optimum level, you're going to need this SSD. And no other SSD is going to be able to run this game very well. And people will still do everything they can. They'll get the game, and then it's going to run like straight up garbage on their PCs because they don't have the Sony SSD. I guarantee you that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. It's just like when the movie theaters, when Magic Johnson had those theaters and he had that brand new sound system. He had Skywalker Sound. He was the only theater in the world that had Skywalker Sound. All right? And so nobody else had Skywalker Sound. I mean, they went out and got their different versions of it, but it wasn't as good. So I'm just letting people know. You'll need a new SSD, a new motherboard to play Horizon Zero. Well, I got to get a new motherboard right now. Motherboards right now are so damn expensive. It's ridiculous, and you can't find any. Like I'm gonna have to go to something called Newegg or Office Depot. I mean, how come I gotta go to Office Depot to get a motherboard? I mean, that is straight up garbage. Garbage. Office Depot don't even sell good chairs. So just it is what it is. You don't understand the analogy. Well, of course you don't. So, so the cover is spooky. The magazine is coming out June 2nd, and subs are getting it this week. So the window for these 38 game reveals is short. Well, I don't like I said, I'm gonna wait and see if it's 38 games. I mean, like Sick Humor said, it's like 38 screens or something like that. I mean, what does that even mean? So yeah, Harry Tron. I think Sony is trying to take over the PC market through. AMD is trying to take over the PC market with Sony's help, and this gets Sony into the PC market. This gets Sony to be able to say, well, if you want to play our games, you're going to have our exclusive proprietary technology. It wouldn't shock me if AMD doesn't build a computer with this on it. I mean, it wouldn't shock me at all if AMD comes out at next year at CES and they say, here's Big Navi running with Sony's SSD proprietary. Do not be shocked if that doesn't happen next year. So it's unbelievable. The pricewatch.com. Man, that ain't good enough, Sway. That ain't good enough. I mean, the pricewatch.com, the pricesright.com. It ain't good enough, man. It is too damn expensive right now. So, but yeah, Lisa Sue is still, I think she's a little bit upset over that cell architecture. And so is Mark Cerny. So is Mark Cerny. And I'm pretty sure they were like, look, the hell with these T-flops. We're going to have great looking games, and like that dude Paul from Red Tech Gaming or Red Gaming Tech said, he pretty much was like, Sony is aware that people are in the media upset with them because they don't have anything out about the PS5, but they don't care. And they don't care because when they showed a friggin' game joystick or whatever you want to call that gamepad they got, it blew up the internet. It was trending. I mean, it trended on Twitter, whatever that's called. So they don't need to show you or give you anything because any little thing they put out, you all lap up like a friggin' thirsty mutt coming in from 100-degree weather. So it's just they don't have to. So Sony could buy Alienware for PC. Well, yeah, but I don't think they will. Because buying Alienware from Dell makes sense for some. That actually does make sense, but they should have bought Alienware a couple years ago when it was on the cheap. You don't buy them now; they're at their highest point. Lincoln Clay, I think. Shout out to Lincoln Clay. I think he got Alienware. Lincoln Clay got a. I think Lincoln Clay, like I said, that Lincoln Clay got the best credit in the world, brother. So he got the best credit. He walked into Best Buy, he whipped it out, and said, "They said you can go ahead and get anything you want, bro." So but yeah, it is what it is. Oh, Lincoln Clay got HP. Hit that like button, people. Don't be afraid. Look, there's like 40 people in here, and I only got 19 likes. I might shut this thing down because y'all don't love me. Y'all don't love me like y'all love that other guy that lies to you. So, I mean, I may have to go get K Mega to sit in for me. What's going on, Ghostface? I think their next game for PC from PS is Bloodborne. Well, see, they got to fix that on their own console first. I didn't like Bloodborne. All I did was hit the square button and he just swung his sword. But I'm missing something because everybody loves that game. I don't know what I'm missing. So I missed something at some point, and I just can't get into it. So yeah, people are begging for Bloodborne. Did I hear Keith Thrash's podcast yesterday? I've listened to it for about an hour. So yeah, it was much better than that one that K Mega was on. That was straight up trash. So Ah. So I'm interested to see if Sony has bought this studio that I've told that they bought. So I'm more interested in that. I mean, the console, like, yeah, fine, but I want to see if they've actually bought this studio. So, and shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. He Hip Hop Gamer. He said that they've bought a studio. We have to wait and see though. So yeah, like I said, shout out to King Thrash, Mr. Negro Dominus himself. So and the roundtable, I give them credit. They have stepped up their game. They're making me having to step my game up. So shout out to them. So just don't attack with square. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what I missed on that game. It's like the Sekiro game I didn't like because of principle. You give me a sword and that person got no shoes on. Plus he's a kid. Why don't you go out there and kill these people with a sword? But I didn't care for that. But this other game, like I said, this Ghost of Tsushima, I'm really excited about that. So Square tosses rocks or turns on. Yeah, I mean, turn on a lantern and go up this ladder and fight somebody named Father Time or Father G or whatever. So I mean, I don't know what that is. So that ain't what I'm about. What's up, Rice Eater? Is it too hard? No, it was boring to me. So I mean, for me, it was boring. I'm used to things happening much faster, and if it's an RPG, it's got to make sense. Like, why is it called Bloodborne? It never said it. I'm still mad at Final Fantasy VII because Cloud's sword is bigger than he is. Plus, he turned down some trim. I mean, he turned down some trim. So, I don't know how he lives with himself turning down some trim from that little girl, in that little crew. Not the Sumner, the other girl. I can't think of her name. So so you struggle big time with the frames on Bloodborne. Well, I mean, again, we'll have to wait and see. Like, can they fix that on PS5? That's my $1,000,000 question. Is that can they take games that are 30 frames a second and jailbreak them to make them frame pace faster? That's it. That is a question that I've got openly that I've got. So we have to wait and see. Bloodborne feels you are in the real world. No, it doesn't to me. I didn't care for it. I'm not here to rip on it though. Like I said, a lot of people love that game. So, you know. Yeah, you're right, Paul G. No shoes, I'm not going. Like, you can't give me a sword and say, go take care of this. Like, where are your shoes? That's the first thing coming out of my mouth. So, anime dudes always turn. Well, Cloud, I mean, the fact that, and also, I looked it up. You can't romance anybody. It's like real ambiguous. So, and that ain't right. There's two things I want to be able to do in my games: romance and then change the character's clothing. I mean, right now, I can't change Cloud's clothes. That's disappointing. And I want to change that Sumner's clothes. I mean, that I get it. They're being traditional. They're being traditional, but I don't like the fact that I can't change the clothing. Even in Mass Effect, I can change the clothing. That's what's cool about Mass Effect. Yeah, it takes you doing some missions, you unlock it. In Control, and I never understood how, Control, you could change her outfit. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, that's what I want to do in RPG games. It gives you more sense with the character. Okay, it gives you your own personal touch with the character that invests you into the character. And the fact that you can't do that in Final Fantasy VII is disappointing. So far, I mean, I'm not disappointed in a game where I can change their clothes. But the game itself is fun to play. So, but yeah, I can't believe he gonna turn down that chick. You need to go ahead and knock the bottom out. So, somebody said they struggle with the frame. Yeah, I've read that one already. So, you got that right. The best Souls game is Demon Souls. Never played it. So, never played it. So, I mean, again, if all I'm going to do is walk around and slash people, that's boring to me. So, but that's me. Everybody's different. So, Last of Us 2 gameplay is tomorrow. Correct. I will be watching somebody's stream because I have no idea how to put the stream onto my page, or else I do it. So I'm sure there's a quick, easy way to do it. I just don't know how to do it. So, but again, shout out to anybody who donates tonight. You will get to see the Cheek Buster. I believe I got it correct. So hopefully, so I need somebody to test that out for me. Um, any donation will do. I just want to make sure I set it up correctly. So, but so there's Dark Souls and there's Demon Souls. Which one is better? So, yeah, The Last of Us Part 2, I'm excited. I'm buying that. I mean, that's day one for me. So, that is day one for me. It's like somebody playing, like, I played Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger, and everybody told me how much better Chrono Cross was, and I thought Chrono Trigger was a better game. So, could Spike with the Alienware with handheld. Well, that's fine, and that's if. But I don't know if this group of people at Sony is big into handhelds. So just FYI. So you already pre-ordered it digitally. So I'm getting the physical, and like I said, GameStop is supposed to be open on Friday here. So I'm gonna go in there, and my goal is to go in there and finish paying it off. But also, I'm going to run to Best Buy and see if I can actually get a motherboard. So, I like Bram Stoker a lot better. So, well, you got to tell that to other people plus Ultra. So, because people swear up and down that Chrono Cross is. Now, I thought Chrono Trigger had a better story than Chrono Cross. So Sony needs to buff the bandwidth. They could do that, just as Microsoft could buff the bandwidth in their console too. So I mean, they could. So no, they could. What did I think of Hitman 2? I loved Hitman 2. I beat it the other day. I bought it for $20. Um, I loved it. I mean, there were so many different ways to kill people that I'm gonna go back and play it some more because they have all these ways to eliminate people. So, like I said, my most planned out one is when I killed that drug dealer as masquerading as a tattoo artist. So that was my favorite one. My second favorite kill was the very end when I disguised myself. Well, there was the one at the racetrack. That was messy. I can never do that when 100% the way I want to. It was just messy. But there's a way to kill the girl that's driving the car with a sniper rifle, but I don't have any idea how to do it. So that's the way I want to kill her, but I have no idea where the sniper rifle is. That's like the second hit, and the last hit, I started a fire, and that drew one of the women over there, and I killed her with some scissors. I just threw them at her face, and she died. So. So yeah, this Hitman is good. It was on sale for like $20. I recommend it for everybody. But you can change. I like that. Yeah, I like that game. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. So there's a way to kill this one old man. You can rig his oxygen to explode. When he sits in his chair, they turn on his oxygen, and it blows up in his chair. I mean, there's just all kind of ways to kill people, man. It's great. So, but yeah, I like the old school. I mean, you move up. I got my silver ballers back. I'd say by the fifth mission, I had my silver ballers. Um, I had the fiber wire. That's all I really need. You give me the, like I said, you give me the silver ballers, and they gave me the fiber wire and a lockpick. That's it. That's all I need to play that game, and let me with my own ingenuity, figure out how to go kill these people. That's what makes that game fun. I mean, it says it. It says these missions are designed to be played 100 times with 100 different ways to kill people. So I may do it again. I may do it again. It was fun. It was fun. You want Matador? Yeah, I know. So we'll have to wait and see how they do. Will this state of play be better than the Ghost of Tsushima one? So that's what I'm waiting to see. So, will there be some play at night? Can we play? Can we play The Last of Us Part 2 at night? Right now, it doesn't seem to be a whole lot about those clicker things. It seems much more personal. That's why when she killed that one guy at the end, and she took she had that arrow. Remember, she pulled her arrow back in and she killed it with a machete. When you kill somebody with that type of weapon, it is personal. So this is, I think, a personal vendetta. And this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. So they're gonna say downgrade. I mean, it's just it's like clockwork at this point. So, like I said, it's just the thing is Nick Hub, just don't respond to him anymore. I mean, we got to move on. I agree 100% with what Big Cloud was saying and stuff like that. Personally, I am moving on past all that. These developers have come out and they've absolutely humiliated these people. They were talking about variable rate shading. They were talking about machine learning. I mean, that's that's it. That to me, and I'll source those articles, and that'll be it for me. It'll be like, hey, look, if you want to know what this dev said, here's what this dev said. Here's what the Ubi dev said. Here's what the IO dev said. Here's what the Activision dev said. Go argue with them at this point. I'm not the one getting upset at Tim Sweeney because of the Unreal demo. I mean, there are people who were mad at him, actually mad at him. So it's just, I'm not that person, so it's just, they got to go take it up with them. I'm not going to be harassing developers because I've got a agenda, and I'm the one and I told you that because the Xbox is more powerful, because it has more T-flops and something called CUs, it's going to be the better console. That's not true. The people who have told you that have been lying to you, and you're none the worse for it. So you're none the worse for it now, are you? I mean, you look stupid, you look trifle, you know, your mommy didn't hug you enough when you were a child. Somebody stole your cookies. I mean, I don't know why you think that the Xbox at 12 T-flops is going. I don't know why you think that makes a difference. Okay, like I said, a friend of mine has a 2070 Super in one rig, and he has a 2080 in the other rig, and the 27 Supra is outperforming the 2080. They got the same damn CPUs. It's just his 2070 performs better. It is what it is. You know. So, but yeah, I mean, what I saw out of that Unreal Engine was greatness. I'm like, wow. You know, I mean, I don't know how they even do stuff like that. See, I'm more interested in the technology. And Tim Sweeney, the developer, made himself available for like 4 or 5 days to go talk to different people. And he got attacked for that because there's people, whether they be in the PC community or the Xbox, whoever, they were attacking that guy. Now that makes it harder for everybody else to go out and get developers to come talk to them, because now they think there's going to be a bunch of idiots in the comment section or in the chat saying a bunch of different stupid stuff, and it's not going to be worth it. So, and developers are just now making themselves available to smaller YouTube channels because people want to talk to them. You know, they're not going to run to somebody who's got 50,000 subs or 35,000 subs. So this it is what it is. You know. You know, the Unreal demo with actual gameplay footage. Yeah, what surprised me was the actual gameplay. Because it's hard for me to believe that that wasn't CGI. I'm so used to that being CGI. So, Spartan God said tomorrow's his birthday. What are y'all getting him? Shout out to Spartan God. But he did not activate the cheek buster. So let's activate the cheek buster for the Spartan God here. So shout out, G Wagner is a new sub. Let me see here. It says variation amount. Let's just make the amount 199. I'm gonna bring it out here. Let's see here. There he is. So shout out to Spartan God for the cheek buster. Yeah, but shout out to him. So yeah, I really don't have any major expectations for The Last of Us. Okay. I think it'll score okay. So again, Sony knows that they aren't giving people a whole lot of information, but they also know that Sony also knows that they don't care because they know you guys are just going to soup it up. I mean, but they know that they've seen it. So, but a happy birthday to the Almighty. So, what I think a hip hop gamer meant when he said everyone, regardless, are going to buy a PS5 after some kind of announcement in August. It depends on if there's rumors that Sony's going to have an event in June and they're going to have an event in August. That's a rumor, though. Okay, it's just like this rumor. Where did this rumor start that Daredevil was going to be exclusive to PS5? Where is this stuff coming from? Okay, I mean, where is it coming from, really? So just this, I don't, I do not know where you all are getting this from. So, no, I can leave that alone. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know where people are getting stuff from at this point. So, no, there is nothing like that. There's nothing out. I mean, the only thing, like me, as far as Daredevil's concerned, it might be DLC for that Avengers game. And then if it is, everybody will get him. So, I mean, did you all forget there's an Avengers game coming out in a couple months? Some reviewers have finished The Last of Us 2. They say it's a masterpiece. So that's fine. That is fine. So the August rumor makes sense because then Ghost of Tsushima and the 2 will both be out by then. Yeah, and like I said, I don't expect to see any PS5 reveal until after until at least after The Last of Us. That's why people are like, they're gonna show it in June. They're gonna show it in June. I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know if they are or not. I mean, if they do, fine, but do not be upset if they don't show it in June. Okay? Do not let those rumors run wild. So that's why I put PS5 reveal. I mean, until Sony comes out and says we're going to have an official event, and at that event we're going to show what the PS5 form factor is and go and show you some gameplay of some third party games and first party games, then I'll be like, all right, here we go. So they can't finish a Cuphead. Yeah, Cuphead is a good game, but no, I like that other game more than I bought. I forget to sign up for PS5 news on Sony's website. I did not do that. Yeah, I need to do that. I signed up for GameStop, but Hellfire, GameStop's not even open yet. So Cuphead is great. That's a good game. So good game. I'm glad it was successful. So I'm glad it was successful. The reviews are coming out a week before the game. What did I? What's that? What did you start? I didn't start anything. So, yeah, I'm not for. I don't know why people get caught up in what that game is going to be. Um, I'm getting it. So, well, you say is there something going on Twitter? I didn't start anything on Twitter. I asked a question. So, but yeah, I don't think I started anything. um, yes, I didn't start anything. So, tell you what I need to start doing. I need to go ahead and drain, and choke the snake. So, 343 can't even get MCC on PC, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. So, um, that's from Rice Eater. Yeah, I do not know why my alert box isn't working. I'm starting to get frustrated. I have to go back in and do my tutorial again. I thought I fixed it. So PS5 being RDNA 3. Oh, okay. Well, that is simple. That could have been shot down a million times and it hasn't been. So the more it stays out there, the more people are starting to believe it could be true. That's pretty much all it is. To me, it's just funny. I mean, I don't care if it is or isn't. It's just funny to put that out there and people get mad at it. You know. But shout out to a Rice Eater for the $2 holler for that. Thank you, sir. So the June event's only showing off third-party games and an exclusive or two running on PS5. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it's going to be. I think they're going to show maybe 5 to 7 games running. So that's what I'm expecting. Anything more than that, great. If but at least 5 games. You know, maybe 7 games. Four first-party games and 1 second-party indie game and then show a couple of third-party games. I mean, you do know if they show Madden running on it, that's a third-party game. So, oh my God, you cannot believe how bad Battlestar Galactica is. It is so bad. So, you just got the unlimited ammo mod for who? We'll have to wait and see what Sony's doing. I really do think. Hold on. All right. I had to change the channel on the TV. That show was so bad. I was like, oh my God. So, like I said, it's not RDNA 3, it's PS5 proprietary tech that Mark Cerny and Sony are allowing AMD to cross over to RDNA 3. Well, like I said, I think it's just funny. Are people still online? Are they on Twitter still mad about that? I mean, I'm just asking. So, are people still mad about that? So what if they show a black silhouette of the PS5? Well, I mean, I don't know. What would you do? I mean, I don't know. So, I mean, who cares with a group of people who said, I thought PS5 was going to be RDNA 1. I didn't put that on Twitter. Like the same people, you know. Oh, no, it's not great. Well, I take that back. The last 2 seasons of it were great. The last 2 seasons were great. The first 3 seasons are trash. I mean, complete trash. So, I think it's in season 3 right now. So, but Paul G, what was so great about that? I mean, it was. I mean, it makes sense if you watch Caprica, then you watch Battlestar Galactica. It actually does make a lot of sense. Which Caprica is the prequel. So yeah, if you watch Caprica, then you watch Battlestar Galactica. It does make some sense. So you know, they show a PS5 lurking in the shadows, talking about where's your money. So, but I think they're talking about shortages. It's going to be harder to find a PS5 than it will be to find it was to find a PS4, which at least where I live was damn hard. It took 1, 2, 3. It took almost 5 months for me to get a PS5 or PS4. So I was somebody tell me what's awesome. Okay, look, I met 2 of the actresses. I met Trish Helfner, and I met the girl who played. I think Trish Helfner also plays Edie. I met her at a Comic Con, and I met the girl who plays Starbuck. I met her at a Comic Con, but she's tall. She's taller than I thought she'd be. Katie Sackhoff, that's her name. But she's also attractive, very attractive. But yeah, the show itself wasn't that good. So, oh, if they announced they had RDNA 3, yeah, I'd be on the floor laughing. Like I would literally be on the floor laughing. So, um, look, well, Rice Eater, that's a good point. You notice how everything went from 12 flops because the developers are now controlling the conversation. And see, everybody else should just kind of fall to the back and like, look, here's what the developers are saying. You're saying that if they want to argue with developers, that's my point. Let them argue with developers. You know, I just kind of like, well, man, if you're dumb as hell, you're going to argue with that. So, Battlestar Galactica was an amazing show, and I've asked you what was so amazing about it. You know, you haven't told me one thing. So, what's a Snyder's cut? Apparently, there's more to that dog crap movie, The Justice League, and I'm not gonna watch it. Shout out to Danny Ruiz for the $2 holla. So, what's up, Abu? What's happening? So, SSD does more than just load the game faster. Mark Cerny already said it. Yeah, I mean, again, look, the SSD is going to help me on the Microsoft Flight Sim when I'm playing on my PC. And it's going to do way more than load. I mean, it just is. So it's just, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I met I met her, Katie Sackhoff. I met Katie. Very nice. Very nice looking, too. So you have a bad feeling sites will crash. Only get those scalpers running purchase scripts will get the consoles. Yeah. Well, like I said, you gotta really be ready. You have to really be ready to just accept that that you may not be able to buy one at launch. That's just what I've had to accept that. So Minecraft Dungeons on PS4. Oh, okay. 50 people in here, it says, and there's only 30. I only got 30 likes. Y'all got to get the likes up. So $2 holler from the Rice Eater Epic already debunked SSD only loading with it. Well, I mean, yeah, they did, and so have all these other developers from Remedy to Activision to Ubisoft. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're correct. They did do that. So um, I know, just it is what I don't know why there's such a problem with this. Yeah, Justice League was trash. I mean, it made my butt hurt. So I just can't do it. So it does. It made my butt hurt. So, and I've watched it twice. I'm like, I saw it in the movie theater. I'm like, man, that was hot trash. I bought it in 4K. I'm thinking, all right, well, maybe there's something I just missed. I'm like, maybe there's something I just missed, and and I didn't. It didn't happen. So it did not happen. So. Well, that's just it, then. I mean, my problem is going to be buying one, and then when I go to pick it up, they say we don't have them. I will be going nuts at that point. I'll be mad as hell. So I'm really tempted to just wait to get one until next year. I mean, that's kind of what that's what my heart is saying, just to wait till next year to buy one, which is fine. It won't hurt me. So. So if they announce that PS5 has already an A3 features, you're going to laugh. Yeah, I'll be laughing too. I mean, I'll laugh too. I mean, I will really be laughing. So, Nick Hub wants to get two. Okay, well, I mean, I don't blame you. If you get one, send me one. I'll send you the cash. Like if somebody gets an extra one, I will send you, and you want to send it to me, I'll send you half the cash, and then when it gets to me, I'll send you the rest of your PayPal. I mean, that's about that's about the best I can do, because this is there's a very good chance that a lot of us, and we can talk all this cash mouth to you guys. There's a very good chance that we're not going to be able to get one. That's just, I mean, that's reality. That is the reality of they're only going to have 7 million for, like, I don't know how many markets they're going to open that up in. I think they're going to open it up a worldwide market launch. So that ain't gonna cut it, Sway. I mean, I know in my little rural state, we probably will not be getting them. We may get one or two, and that's just the way it's gonna be. I'll be mad as heck. So you were pissed about Superman fighting Steppenwolf. So it was just kind of But Josh Whedon, the director, he was a big Superman fan, so he did right by him. But the rest of them was just straight trash. I mean, but again, that's just me. That's just my opinion. So yeah. So you resign to the fact that you're probably not going to be able to get a PS5 at launch. Yeah, I mean, I'm resigned to it too. I mean, if I walk in the store and they have one there and I got the cash, I'm like, all right, I'll take it. But I'm not going to worry about it because, I can't control the supply. I know the demand is going to be extremely high for that console. So, and it would just, we would not be having this problem if it wasn't for all the other stuff going on in the world. But I mean, I'm not upset about it because there's no reason for me to be super upset about it. So let me try this one. And there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time to get the cheek buster set up. So see what's going on here. It's got to have something to do with these global settings where it says donations, merch, subs, members, CloudBot store. So let me go to my source. So, oh, I'll get it fixed. So, now he said he's in the hood to get one way or the other. Oh, okay, we got you, brother. Oh man, you better have security. Yeah, you better have something. So, yeah, Superman can do everything with one punch. Why do they need the Justice League? Well, in theory, he can't be everywhere all the time. So that's why you need the other members of the Justice League. So, but yeah, Superman and Martian Manhunter and all that stuff, they are supposed to Martian Manhunter was supposed to be in Justice League. I don't know if you all know that or not. Either him or Green Lantern was supposed to be in Justice League. So, I mean, I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe it was BVS. I can't really remember which one. Anyway, it is what it is. So, did he get the PS5 if he got to date a fat chick that work in GameStop? Oh my God, that's the comment of the night right there. Oh man, Sony already checkmated Mike. This is Rice Eater $5 holler. Shout out to you, Rice Eater 79. The Sony already checkmated Microsoft with the Unreal Engine 5 demo. Epic promoting how to make PS5 outperform XSX with every Unreal. Really? I did not know they did that. Wow. So I didn't know they did that. So you know. You all were something else. I did not, but again, after they showed the demo, I did not listen. Um, I did not listen to what Tim Sweeney was saying because I was good with what I saw and the questions that Jeff Keighley asked him. Like, all right, well, that's fine. It'll run on everything at a scale to different software or different hardware. That's fine. I mean, they were telling the truth, So and then they just people got mad at them. I don't know, so so yeah, and hopefully Sony gets more out. Hopefully they can get that to they got in order to make everybody a little bit comfortable. They got to get that production to like 11.2 to 11.6 million, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get it there. That, like I said, that first run. And then they're going to run out, and then there may be a second run, and then maybe by the third run, I'll be able to get one. But that third run should come in April of 21. So it's not too bad. So, guys, I promise I will work on the cheek buster. You got my word on it. But yeah, I am going to get off here. It's 11 o'clock. It's 10 after 11 East Coast time. And I had to turn off the TV because Battlestar Galactica was just so bad. So, but yeah, hopefully I will be off tomorrow. I will be getting up to go get my hair cut, and then that's all I got planned. So, you can pre-order it here, but they want $1,000. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Sony website, and if it just spins in a circle, I'm like, well, I ain't getting one right now. I mean, I'm okay with my Pro. All right, I got plenty of games to play. I'm getting my PC upgraded. That will hold me off. And I'm still happy I can play Aloy at checkerboard 4K at 30 frames a second. I'm fine with that. All right, then, guys, I'm going to jump on off here. I'm glad the stream went well, except for the cheek buster. I can't get that going good. But I will get that fixed tomorrow, I hope. I'll stay up, and I'll get that fixed tomorrow morning. But, guys, I will talk to you later. I appreciate you coming here. You all stay blessed. You all take it easy. And I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody for the super chats. Again, that once that works itself out, I'll be getting that motherboard hopefully. But shout out to Ghostface and Tarasi is great and everybody that's here. Lincoln Clay stopped by. Sick Humor stopped by. Shout out to the Cameo, Impatient Fire. Shout out to him and everybody that was here. Everybody didn't get to, but I'll be streaming tomorrow morning early, just so you know. But I will talk to you guys later.